Hey everybody, welcome to Monday Night with the Davises. We're gonna chow down on some food and drink up some cocktails. So buckle in. I'm chilly still, and behind me playing games with my backside.
I was opening a bottle of wine. Hey everybody. Well, you did the intro. I don't have to do anything now.
I just figured I'd take charge.
You're that kind of guy.
I am.
So we survived Thanksgiving. I hope everybody had a good, fun-filled, family-filled, food-filled Thanksgiving. I have a small town Christmas shirt from last year's Murfreesboro, Illinois Christmas festivities.
Oh. Is there a reason why you're wearing a Christmas shirt?
It's December.
It is December.
I have lots of Christmas t-shirts. Yep. You're going to get to see most of them.
I don't have Christmas t-shirts.
No, you have bourbon t-shirts.
I have bourbon t-shirts.
Well, you know. It's all good. I think I'm going to buy a pair of Christmas Crocs.
Okay. Those aren't Christmassy enough?
Well, they sparkle, but...
Yeah, they're sparkly silver. I mean...
Silver bells?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Silver Crocs.
You could just get the little Christmas things that go in them.
Sure.
Okay.
You do what you want.
So, a little bit of banter while we're letting folks get logged on as we're live. We are deer season. Season number one, weekend number one has come and gone, and
weekend number two starts this Thursday.
So for us, that means cleaning out whatever happens to be left from last year, so we can make room for this year.
Yeah.
So tonight we are showcasing a recipe that I've done maybe once or twice in various forms on here. Not quite so local as we're doing tonight, but we're doing venison loin chops, which I've got laid out. I'll show you before I start prepping them what they look like.
Are they butterflied?
They are butterflied.
Yep.
And they're just like little medallions of venison.
Deliciousness.
Yeah, and they're very tender and very... It's probably my favorite.
It's the filet mignon of a deer.
It is. It is. Very lean, so you have to be careful when you cook it.
Well, all venison.
Well, yeah, but these
really
are
lean,
very much the case.
Yeah.
So we're going to use a local wine from Alto Vineyard, Stockhouse Red, which is one of my favorite to cook with, and to drink, but also to cook with. With some Smokehouse Jellies, a blackberry habanero, so a little heat to that one. So
add a little heat with the flavor, with the sweet.
All that will make kind of this really rich, yummy, I don't even know how to describe it, earthy, berry, grapey. It's just like all the flavors.
Yeah.
Little sweet and a little heat with the habanero and the jelly. So yeah. That's one piece, and roasted potatoes on the side that we will finish off with Pink Tiger Farms. And what else am I? Flyway Family Farms mushrooms. I picked up some chestnut mushrooms. Say that 3 times.
They look
fast.
pretty.
He's not a mushroom guy.
Not a fun
guy. I've heard that same joke for 25 years, and it still is like.
Still gets her every once in a while.
Dad joke.
It is.
So cooking all of those up because I'll eat them for the next 2 days, even though you won't.
That's fine.
So lots of local, but what are we starting with local?
Well, local. Speaking of, we're doing Sons of Mitch's, which is produced by a guy out of Marion. I don't remember his name. Mitch Smoot. So Sons of Mitch's. He actually gets it done in Tennessee. It is a Tennessee whiskey. Has it distilled and bottled at Pritchard's Distillery in Keslow, Tennessee, but it is owned by Mitch Smoot.
It was news to me.
Out of Marion.
Yeah, so thank you to my cousin for bringing that to my attention on my birthday.
Give him a little shout out. So we're going to throw in that. We're going to make a gold rush with Mitch's lovely
It's
golden
pretty.
elixir.
It is lovely. By itself, it was lovely.
Yeah, it's good. A lot of caramel flavor to it.
Okay.
So we're 2 ounces per cocktail. Hi, Grandma.
Hey, Mama.
So we're making 2 cocktails, so 2 ounces per cocktail. We have a honey syrup, which is just a modified simple syrup with honey instead of sugar. And we're going to use 1 ounce per cocktail of it. So 2 ounces. And how you make the syrup is 2 parts honey and 1 part water. So 4 ounces of syrup, 2 ounces of water, and just put it on the stove, let it simmer for a little bit.
Let us know that you're watching so we can talk to you.
We can say hi. And then we're going to top that off with 2 ounces, 1 ounce per cocktail, of lemon juice.
From the bottle's fine, folks. You don't have to.
Freshly squeezed.
Straight from it. Hey, you know what? I use that for a lot of things, and
it works.
It has never failed me.
It works. Don't mess with success. It works. We're just going to put that in a little cocktail shaker.
Oh, I forgot to get rosemary. Whoops. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Well, I was going to garnish that with rosemary because that would be delicious.
Okay.
But
we'll garnish what with rosemary?
Your drink. Well, my drink. I wasn't going to garnish your drink with anything.
Mint is what you're supposed to garnish it with.
Rosemary would be good too with a lemon. Mint. A lemon wheel.
A lemon wheel, yes. That's what you're supposed to garnish it, but we don't garnish. Hey, what's up, Blake?
Hey.
So there's 1 cocktail.
Perfect.
Another cocktail. There we go. 2 gold rushes.
Gold rushes.
You'll notice they are a nice golden color.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Those are so good.
They are so smooth.
They very, very much so. Very much so. Oh, I forgot to
Yummy
turn the
in the
oven
tummy.
on.
What'd you do? Uh-oh.
I forgot to turn the oven on. That's okay.
Shame on you. Preheating your oven at what, 380?
Well, because I forgot to turn it on, we're going to
bump it up and then bump it back down?
To convection.
Gotcha.
So if you were not on convection, I'd go to 400 on this, but because I'm on convection, 375, 380.
Drop it down a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm going to, I need a roasting pan for my potatoes.
Okay.
Which I forgot to do that earlier, so pardon the noise.
It's just a noise.
It's just a noise.
No big deal.
Nope. Okay. So we're going to start with potatoes because
Blake,
they
what
will
are you
take
cocktailing it up tonight?
time.
Are you White Clawing it with us?
Of course. Put one of these down. I was waiting for him to answer like he was standing here.
He will.
I know he will, but I was waiting for the audible answer. Okie dokie.
So Blake, in response to your news, that's the Kentucky Owl that I have. It is the Maester. Maester edition. It is good. It's kind of it's got a kind of a Scotch peatiness, smoky flavor,
which I like.
Yeah, which Nikki really likes. So it's a bourbon that she will drink.
It is indeed that.
Yeah, because it's got that Scotch kick to it.
All right. So I have new potatoes that I picked up from Schweitzer Farms Saturday morning at Farmers Market. We are at the tail end of our outdoor farmers market season, but we still have potatoes, new potatoes and sweet potatoes, typically. Lots of greens.
Potatoes and greens.
Root vegetables. I'm seeing still carrots, lots of beets, turnips. So we're kind of at the tail end now of the outdoor season. And I think this Saturday, both markets are open. I'm pretty sure the indoor market's open too. So Saturday morning is going to be fun for me between the two of them.
Hi, Jen. Indoor market starts this week, according to Jennifer.
Good deal. Yeah, I thought it did. And typically at our indoor market, we find other things like I can get pasta and some other cool things at the indoor market. So we'll feature some of that in the next few weeks. So I'm going to start with the potatoes. Again, these are our local.
So what's the difference between the indoor market and the outdoor market? Does the indoor market have greenhouse stuff?
It's 2 different groups, first and foremost. So typically the vendors are different. There is some crossover in vendors, but you're not going to see as many of the like produce vendors that we see at the outdoor market. Yeah. I still see like Flyway is still there with mushrooms. There's still some crossover, but and lots of greens, but we'll see more of the jarred pickles and jams and jellies and those kinds of things. So
those wonderful
I know, right? Darn.
Shucky darn. The stuff I'll eat.
Okay. So little potatoes. Now I have par cooked these, partially just to speed things up for tonight. You don't have to do this.
Mm-hmm.
I have found, though, by doing this, and I did them in my pressure cooker, par cooked this size for about 10 minutes. So, again, they're not totally done. But I have found doing that they maintain their creaminess on the inside when you roast them. I've actually didn't cut these because they're quite a bit bigger than your standard baby potatoes, kind of this big. And these guys are, twice that at least. So
yeah,
I am going to cut them.
Those aren't new potatoes. Those are
Newish.
Juvenile. Those are juvenile potatoes.
Right. But even cutting through with the knife, I can feel how creamy they are.
Yeah.
Now, I par cooked them so the skins wouldn't totally come off when I cut through them. But they're pretty done. It won't take them very long.
Well, that sharp knife helps with that too.
Well, yeah, of course. Like this little one's a little bit more done than these bigger ones are, but these are super creamy on the inside. Now they're still warm.
Oh yeah,
purposely done. I mean, they're not so hot I can't touch them, but purposely done because, like, I could make German potato salad out of these right now. I'm not going to because I want to roast them, but when they're this warm, they will soak up olive oil. So we're just going to squeeze some olive oil in here. Yeah. A fair amount. That's I'm using Pink Tiger Farms black garlic and chive.
Oh.
And it's got a little bit of salt in it. So these will soak that up. If I can get this open.
Potatoes like salt.
Potatoes love salt. Black garlic is aged garlic, controlled environment aged garlic.
So it's not spoiled.
And so it's, and the aging process is what turns the garlic cloves black. But in that process, they mellow out quite a bit. So this isn't as pungent as regular garlic or new garlic, I guess.
So it's a mellower, gentler garlic.
Yeah. So that was about a teaspoon total of the seasoning.
So Dracula can actually last for like 3 or 4 minutes around here. Okay.
And we're going to toss them, but not to the point that they start to break up too much. And then come in this direction. I've oiled my pan already. And I see there's a whole lot of oil in there that we're going to take a little scraper and just kind of scrape that out because that's, look,
that's
quite
flavor.
A bit there. Yeah.
It's got seasoning in it too.
Waste not, want not.
That's right. Pink Tiger Farms would appreciate us using it properly.
Right. So I'm going to
break them apart a little bit more.
Yeah.
Separate them. Separate but equalish.
I'm going to put these face up because I actually want this underside, this fleshy side, to get nice and brown. We're gonna
can we add some more?
Yeah, see these right here didn't get a whole lot. You're absolutely right about that.
Yep. Jennifer, no way, no Brussels.
He won't eat them, you know that.
Yeah, no Brussels sprouts for me. No,
okay, I have oil on my hands. Would you open that, please?
Of course I will. As long as you haven't oiled it up too much.
Looks so good. Sugar says it's so good, Mama. Thank you. I'm just going to use my fingers here.
Go for it.
That way I can control
use a pinch here and there.
I can control where it's going a little bit more. And there is salt in this, but it's not overwhelmingly salty. So a little extra. You want Parmesan on it? Or you just want this? Parmesan's going to add more salt flavor.
Let's just do it with that.
Okay, so no parm. You could add parm. We're not going to.
Yeah. And when it comes out, you can add salt if you need to.
Now, you could, because these are par cooked, just throw them into the broiler and be done, but we're going to roast them. Oh, warm oven. That way I don't have to watch them quite so closely.
Yeah.
Because that's always a dangerous proposition for me.
I just want to see what's next. Not those.
These.
Those are next. Doggone
These are next.
Jen says she will eat the Brussels.
I'll eat Brussels.
I know you will.
All right. So these little guys, and I've got quite a few. I'm going to go ahead and cook all of them because, like I said, I'll eat them. So these are going to get cooked down with some sherry. and a little bit of Worcestershire, and a little bit of glaciers and elderberry apple cider vinegar to add that little bit of pop of acid that I want. Sherry is not quite as acidic as red wine is, so I like that vinegar. And I don't know, probably the same Pink Tiger Farms, just to get the flavor profile moving the same direction.
Well, here, hand it to me and I'll open it up.
I don't eat it quite yet.
Miss Earl on our hands.
So olive oil down in the pan. And let that get heated up. And I'm going to go ahead, because these are pretty good size here. Leaving the stems on, I'm going to go ahead and quarter.
Are the stems edible?
Yeah.
So everything's edible?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, you could pull the stems off and use it for vegetable stock or something if you wanted to.
I'm just curious.
Quartering them, they'll cook down smaller and they'll cook down faster. If you wanted, great big beautiful mushrooms as a side dish, then go ahead and leave them whole. But
you just want to eat them.
I just want to eat them.
You just want to eat them. Don't need to look at them. Make it look pretty.
No.
Oh, there goes one. Almost ran off.
Some of those smaller ones I'm cutting in 3 and not 4 pieces, but.
Well, you just cut them to a semi-uniform state.
Exactly. You've learned quite a bit, Chili Davis.
Yeah. A semi-uniform state. So they all cook about the same time.
Yep.
And that's really all it's about.
There's lots of schools of thought on mushrooms. I went ahead and put oil in my pan. Some people start their mushrooms dry.
Why?
To get a little bit meatier texture to them.
Oh.
These are so meaty that I doubt that there would be a difference, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But like button mushrooms that are a little bit
smaller,
less meaty, I can see
doing them dry.
Mm-hmm.
I can hear them sizzling.
Oh yeah. Want to try one?
No.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, that's so good.
I might try one whenever they're completely finished.
So.
But that's a big might. She's washing her hand again, folks.
Drink. So because they are, they're similar in shape to a button or a cremini, like a baby portobello. They're a little bit, they're almost a little bit creamier than, like, most of us have had button mushrooms. If you like mushrooms, you've had a button, a pale kind of mushroomy color gray button mushroom from the grocery store. These aren't quite as fibrous. They're a little creamier than that. I'm just biting into them raw. Flavor is a little bit different, but delicious. Very delicious. All right, so we're going to just kind of let those sit and do their thing. Now, once you hit these with any kind of salt.
Got that on like medium high?
I've got a medium high, yeah. Okay. Any kind of salt will start drawing moisture out of them. So we'll let them kind of sit for a minute before we do that.
Spice them?
Yep.
Makes sense. And she's over at the sink again.
Oh, and I made a humongous mess on that trip.
Take a drink.
Take 2 drinks because I made a mess.
Anytime she goes to the sink, folks, we got to have a cocktail.
So if you can get mushrooms, like if you live around here, check out Flyway Family Farms.
Mm-hmm. Flyway Family Farms.
Indoor market, like I said, they'll be there. They're usually there on Saturday mornings. Mm-hmm. And if you can't get to them or where you live, can't find local mushrooms or don't have local mushrooms available, I would pick a portobello or a cremini, a baby bella. They're usually called baby bellas in the grocery store. Over kind of the white button mushrooms. I think they're just a better flavor to serve with any kind of red meat, venison, beef, otherwise. My pan's almost not big enough, but by the time these cook down a little bit, we'll be just fine. Okay, we're gonna let those.
Jen says the Flyway has beautiful shrooms.
Oh, they're gorgeous. I had a hard time deciding which ones I wanted.
Yeah. Do they have any like the wild kind, or are they all?
They are, as far as I know, they are all grown.
Mm-hmm.
All
like morels or hen of the woods, or.
I've never seen a morel.
Mm-hmm. There.
That would be expensive.
Yeah.
They grow theirs in controlled environments. As far as I know, that's all they do.
Okay. I'm just curious.
And like I said, if you're local, follow their Facebook page, because every now and then you can catch a really good deal. Like when they're overabundant. Yeah.
When they're like overstocked mushroom.
Yeah, they had some ungodly number of pounds not too long ago for $40. And I was like, had I not had to teach that morning, I would have been going to get mushrooms for everybody.
Yeah.
All right. So don't know if switching back over here. I don't know if they'll be able to see this very well. But like here, you can kind of see they're starting to get a little bit of color.
It's all like a little brown.
Yeah.
Yep, it's kind of washed out a little bit. There you go. Maybe if you put it over the other side, the other camera.
Try this one.
Yeah.
You kind of see where it's starting to.
Yeah, a little color
right
there.
Yeah. We want a little bit of that going on before we start
a little light browning.
A little light browning before we start to salt them, because again, once the salt hits them, they're gonna do their thing. And there's salt in the Worcestershire.
Well, good. Jen says she can hear the sizzle. I'm going to give you a little bit more sizzle. Warm on the fingers.
I'm sure it is.
Whew, that was warm.
I'm almost out. Oh, no, I've got enough left there. Hiccup, excuse me. All right, so a little bit of Liam Perrins, the only Worcestershire sauce there is. It doesn't take much.
It's not the only one.
As far as I'm concerned, it is.
You got the W sauce.
Yeah, but it's got more than just Worcestershire in it.
It does.
A little bit of sherry. If you don't have sherry, Marsala. If you don't have that, dark red wine. And a little bit of, I'm using the elderberry cider vinegar.
Sherry. What was the sherry?
It's not local.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's local from Pinch Penny Liquors.
Penny Pub Liquors. Do we even have a local sherry?
We do, actually.
Really?
I just didn't want to open it.
Oh.
So if they still have it available, let me see if I can find it. Blue Sky Vineyards.
Yeah.
Has Shawnee cream, and I would use it in a heartbeat in place of a sherry, because that is the flavor. I did not want to open it.
I understand.
All right, so a little bit of a sauce there. I'm not looking for a pan sauce with this. I'm looking for this sauce to soak in to my mushrooms. And I'm just going to put my black garlic right in there. I don't think mushrooms need a sauce. I think they just need a little bit of pop of flavor. All right, so here we go. Ready, Fred?
Yep.
Okay. There's not much. If there's an eighth of a cup of liquid here, I'd be surprised. And it will burn quickly.
So we got to stir.
And we're going to pull it down.
Down to low?
Down to low. And we're going to kind of stir until all of these beads of liquid are kind of gone. Set it on a back burner.
Holy cow, that smells good.
They're delicious. I could probably disguise these so you wouldn't know they were mushrooms with your eyes closed. Actually, you probably know fungus, but still. Now look at the color on those babies.
That's a beautiful brown. Almost the color of mud.
Almost the color of a very kind of dark mahogany mud.
That's right.
They're delicious. And you can already see how far down they've cooked.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because there's like open space in there for more.
I'm going to leave them in the pan, though, just so they stay
Swapping
warm.
them out.
All right.
Now, here comes the...
Here comes your baby.
Oh, look at there. Don't... Oh, did you pink tiger farms those already? Okay. I missed it.
I put it inside the sauce because it was actually easier to...
Yeah, I see.
Easier to control that way.
It would be. Look at those. Lovely venison chops.
Okay. The only thing you want to do to venison chops is a little salt, pepper, garlic. Salt, pepper, no garlic, but... Okay. That's Bambi hair. So make sure you catch any of that.
Oh, she's washing her hands, folks. Drink up.
And these have been sitting out to room temperature for a little bit, so they've let off some liquid.
Yeah.
And when I flip them, I'm going to get that liquid up off of there.
I can see the liquid.
All right, first thing I'm going to do is get some things out of my way.
Want me to open the jelly?
Yeah, actually, because that one's not open yet. All right, I'm going to put butter, about a tablespoon of butter in my pan for the moment, with some olive oil.
Where'd the wine opener go?
Well, you've got a church key up there. A little more than a tablespoon, because that's what I had left in the butter dish. With a little bit of olive oil because flavor.
Butter, olive oil.
Salt, pepper, garlic.
All
right, here's where things are going to be a little
fun.
Well, yeah, because I'm going to try to soak up some of this as I'm flipping. Only because they've been sitting here. I don't want all that moisture in my pan. Now, that is not blood.
No.
Everybody thinks that red meat is still bleeding when it comes out of the package. It is not.
Nope. It's just water.
All right.
That's all it is, just water. But it's mixed in and gotten the color of the meat.
Okay.
Side 2 for the... Oh, it needs a little bit more. There we go. I see it now.
Side 2. And because we are making a pan sauce, we want these a little bit on the crispy side. You want to either use some flour or some cornstarch. How crispy you want them?
I don't care.
All right.
Flour me up.
Okay. Flour it is.
It won't be that crispy.
It will not, no, because all I'm doing is putting flour on here so I can make a bit of a
roux.
I
know.
Oh, for the love of Pete. Use your hands.
There you go. You can wash your hands here in a second. That way we can all take a drink.
Right?
Yeah.
And that flour will cook off. It'll be a little bit crispy.
Not much, though.
Not much, to be honest with you. I'm not really dredging.
No.
For that purpose.
It's mostly there just for the roux.
Rinse. Drink.
Sorry, I'm moving your pan around so that your butter doesn't burn.
Okay. I'm good. I'm going in.
Going in? All right, there you go.
Now, these guys, 120. Ooh, that is not hot enough. You sear when they hit.
There we go. I heard it.
Mm-hmm. Don't want to crowd your pan, so make sure you've got a skillet big enough.
Mm-hmm.
Cast iron is fine, but I have a tendency to burn venison in cast iron for some reason, so I'm not going there tonight.
The heat.
Yeah, this cast iron gets really hot really fast. So,
yeah. And it holds it a lot longer.
It does, yes. Okay. Now, as those are cooking, or while those are cooking.
So what else are you guys watching? What else do you see going on? Anything good? Yeah, those mushrooms have just like shriveled. Mm-hmm. Almost.
All right. So we're going to kind of get a sauce going here. Now, we want an actual pan sauce on this one. So we're going to use about half a cup of wine.
What kind of wine?
I'm using Alto Vineyards Doghouse Red.
Alto Vineyards Doghouse. Is that a Saluki on there?
So that's a Saluki on there, yeah. Dry red wine. You want dry. So Cabernet typically you go for in the cooking process.
Yeah.
And we'll add some more if we need to. I don't dilute this with chicken stock, water, beef stock, nothing like that. You can.
Nope.
Like the concentrated flavor of the in this case in the blackberry on the jam. Any kind of purple, red fruit, berry, cherry. So blackberry, blueberry, cherry, elderberry. I know. Anything like that. Lingonberry is perfect here.
And because we're talking and not watching, we got to flip our steak. Look at those bad boys there. If we can grab hold of it. There you go.
Yeah, it was being a turd.
It was.
I think the tongs are the turd, to be honest with you.
There we go. Ooh.
Oh, those are undo. Okay.
Back to your jam.
That's hot.
93.
93. All right, so half a cup, couple tablespoons of jam. Right in. I'll show you this. Can I have the lid so I can show this? Can I have the lid to the jelly, please?
Yeah.
So, Smokehouse Jellies. They are up near Highland. I will tell you, this is so good. I've got 3 different flavors. This is smoked pepper jelly. So this is blackberry habanero. Right now they've got like a sampler pack of 4 for $25 on their website. So hit their Facebook page through my Facebook page and try them. They are well worth.
Let me do that.
Well worth it. I'm tempting these so I don't let them go over because it's real easy to do that. And again, I'm a little bit of Worcestershire in this just for the color. What am I looking for?
I want the instant read.
What?
The instant read.
Oh. That's a little warm right here. I'm going to eat a mushroom while I'm waiting.
You go for it.
Oh my god, it was so good. Those are delicious.
Oh, this one's done.
Which one?
Now that piece right there.
This one? So pull them with 120. You want them on the medium rare side. If you overcook these, you're done. And partially because we're going to throw them back in the sauce at the very tail end here. All right.
This one's done.
This one's going to be done.
Not yet. Yep.
All right. So these are done.
Oh.
I'll put them back here so you can see how pretty they are.
I wouldn't say that it's time for new tongs. It's probably time for additional tongs.
Yeah. All right. So I've got...
Or she just needs to learn how to use her tongs that look like Chinese thingamajiggers.
My flipper tongs?
No, your sticky tongs.
Oh god, on those, no, they're too heavy.
Okay.
All right, I'm actually gonna put just a wee bit more flour in that because I want it to
roux it up.
I want a decent roux, so I'm gonna put another. I've got about a cup of liquid, so not quite a tablespoon of flour. That'll make a pretty close to gravy pan sauce. And you want that flour to cook the flour taste out, so let it cook for a little bit. All right, and we go.
Carried overheated way up there.
Yeah, that's why we pulled it. All right, wine, grape jelly, Worcestershire. You don't need any more seasoning here because I'm actually turning the heat off. Because you've got salt, pepper, garlic on your meat. Yeah, if they've already risen that much, then we will not put them back in the sauce. We will just put the sauce over them.
Yep.
All right, you want the jelly to melt. Did that actually turn? No, it did not. Oy, come on, here we go. Okay, so you want the jelly to melt, so you need enough heat on it to do that.
Jen asked, any alternatives to grape jelly? Yeah. Any of your red fruit?
Any red fruit jelly. So grape, lingonberry. Yeah. I've used blueberry, cherry. Yeah. Never used strawberry. I'm not sure that would be the right flavor profile, but blackberry without the seeds.
Yeah.
So purple, dark red.
You can probably throw this one.
That's okay.
This one's a little low.
We'll just spoon it over. That's all you need. All right. So our jelly has melted. I'm going to taste that real fast. One thing, you guys, I don't know if you can see this or not. You want it to stick to the back of the spoon. You don't want like biscuits and gravy, but you do want that. Oh, that's delicious.
No one can see my hands, so.
No, with the smokehouse. Wow. I'm like at a loss for words at the moment.
Good. It smells delicious.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me get the potatoes out so you guys can see them.
Oh, that looks good. Thank you, Jen. Jen says it looks like nice sauce. She says with seeds.
No.
Thornton says grape jam. Yep.
Yep. I use grape jelly a lot. Like, if you can't find anything else. It is absolutely.
What all kind of is in this?
What is in what? Oh.
This is blackberry and habanero.
And it's that smoked and hot pepper that just really does it for me and you.
So blackberry and habanero.
All these juices.
Okay, I'll shove them back over there.
Sorry.
Look at that.
All these juices I would put back in my pan.
Sauce?
Also, yeah. You want two of these?
Yeah, that one's going to be a little over.
Well, Phoebe probably needs that one then.
Yeah.
Is one under? Because I'm an under.
The one.
This one?
Yep.
Okay.
Cranberry sauce? Yeah, probably cranberry sauce would work.
I would absolutely use cranberry sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you don't want mushrooms.
No shroomies.
I should have grabbed two of these plates. Oh well. Let's see. I need something to put
taters on. Got some taters.
How many you want?
That's plenty. 6, 7, yeah. 6, 7, good enough.
All right, here we go. You ready?
Yep. Ready, Freddy.
That's not a very big spoon.
Oh, but that looks like a perfect little.
Well, yeah, you're
drizzlers.
not. I'm the one that likes to drown my venison in this.
I actually want to taste my venison.
All right, there you go.
There we go. I'll take that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm. You need another plate? Get you another plate.
I'm going to. I got you a fancy plate. I'm just going to grab cornware.
I figured as much.
All right, I'm going to take the underdone one.
Would be the one I would expect you would take.
Right. And I'm going to...
They were just going hog wild, going. So it's like, well, pull this one, pull this one, pull this one, pull this one.
It's okay. Well, shoot, come on.
They can't see that plate. Whoa, that blew up. Oh, there we go.
Sorry.
There's some shroomies. You gonna put that sauce on the shrimps too?
Sure, why not?
Okay. I'm just curious.
Sauce. Where's my sauce?
I don't know where your spoon is.
I needed a bigger spoon. I'm not winning any plating awards, but it's good.
I don't care about plating. I just want tastings.
Right? You might want to put them back on us, though.
I'm going to.
Pooey.
There's your
Knife and fork. Thank
knife
you.
and fork. Oh, man, that looks so good.
I'm hungry.
Oh.
So, yeah. That's perfect for me. I like mine a little on the rare side on the inside. I'm that way with my beef fillets also.
Oh, that's so good.
Oh my gosh, you guys. So, wow, salt, pepper, garlic. You don't need anything else on it.
Nope.
Dry red wine. I used Alto's Doghouse Red. The Smokehouse Jellies with that kick of the hot pepper and the smokiness in the background.
That habanero.
That's probably the best version of this I've made, and it's because of those
added
2 additions. Yeah. Okay, now we're just sitting here eating.
Yeah, that was really good.
Oh.
How's your mushrooms?
Okay. Those are super creamy.
I had a potato.
Those are meaty little guys.
No.
So absolutely. And remember, with the mushrooms, all you want is that little bit of sauce to kind of soak in. They're going to soak up whatever you give them. And you're not really looking for a sauce to pour over them, just to soak into it. So it's not, you don't need a lot.
Man, that's good.
Hand sauce, however, on top of the meat is an absolute. This is like, if my plating skills were, maybe a little better, restaurant worthy, hands down. And roasted potatoes are one of my favorites, but par cook them whole. Even if you've got little baby potatoes, par cook them whole. And did you just pick up a mushroom?
No.
Wow. I'm impressed. Still no?
Still no.
Still no. That's okay. I'm impressed that you try it. Now we'll eat some meat real fast. Okay. So anyway, even if you've got little baby new potatoes, par cook them whole and then roast them. They'll stay creamier on the inside, even if you cut them up like this. Because this didn't take long. I was at 380 convection, and were we even at 15 minutes before I pulled them? So it's a lot faster than the 45 or so that it might take to roast larger potatoes. So, okay, I'm good.
Me too.
Any questions?
Nope.
I didn't catch up with the crew.
Not really. There was any alternatives, but that's about it.
Oh,
So.
all right. Well, and that's all she wrote, folks.
Yeah.
Next week, we've already got next week planned. We're going to do, did we decide carne asada or something similar? Okay. We've got some
carne asada.
Skirt or flank in the freezer from a local farm. I don't remember which, but either way.
We're carne asada it.
Either way, we're going to use that and make a little Tex-Mex.
Get your tequila ready.
Get your tequila ready. Ours is. So, All right, folks.
We'll do shots instead of drinks to Nikki and her washing her hands. So grab your favorite bottle of tequila.
Oh, dear, that's dangerous. So, all right. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. I hope venison is not easy to come by unless you know somebody with it that hunts. You can't buy it in the grocery store.
This would work with tenderloins, though.
Absolutely would work with a tenderloin, a petite fillet, even sometimes in the grocery store you can get like the thin cuts of sirloin that are shaped a little bit like a fillet. It would work with that. Those aren't quite as good, but they'll work in a pinch. So absolutely try this with beef if you can't get hold of venison. Bison you can buy locally at the neighborhood food co-op. It would be delicious with bison as well. Oh yeah,
very much so.
So absolutely give it a shot, give it a whirl, and we will see you next Monday.
Same to you, Robert.
Hey, and hey, thanks for the
for the Sons of Mitches
for this, because it made a really good drink tonight. So cool. All right, we'll see you guys next Monday. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Have a good week. I'm gonna eat.